blur the lines, where scenes are connected, where the grassroots are reflected, where ideas are made, where the future can't be delayed. When times are tough and it doesn't look viable, this is creativity. This is undeniable. And a journey speaks for itself. Now our work is talking, in rooms we get to walk in. This is what we need. This is Leeds. So make space, make way, make room, because on Thursday, May 22nd at Howard Assembly Room, that room is our room, is our room, is our room.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lence Presents Blur the Lines featuring Jamettone. What a show we have for you this evening in such a fantastic venue, and what a lovely audience we have here too. I'm your host Matt, and it's a pleasure to have been invited here to host this evening's entertainment. This show is organised and curated by Leeds rap and spoken word artist Lence, so please give it up for Lence. And tonight is a very special opening for Leeds Jazz Festival 2025, right here in the amazing setting of the Howard Assembly Room. The band joining us tonight are Jamettone, a collection of exceptional musicians who will be making music in the moment, improvising live alongside each artist that joins them on stage this evening. Jamettone contributors have played festivals such as Glastonbury, been featured on Jules Holland, and works with the likes of BBC, ITV and Sky. This event will celebrate a blurring of the lines between jazz, hip-hop and poetry. 16 artists based in Yorkshire, made up of rappers, poets and musicians, will be taken to the stage tonight to share their creativity with you. And we can begin immediately with our first performer of the evening, who is an animator and a poet, fusing the two art forms together to create visual art that brings his imagination to life. He's performed at all 8 of the Blur the Lines events so far, and tonight he's making it 9 out of 9. So please welcome to the stage, Jamie H Scrutton.
Thank you, Matt, for that. It's brilliant to be back at Blur the Lines in this beautiful venue with a live band. So my first poem is about my female friend. She suffers religiously with brain fog. And here it is, it's from her perspective, and it's titled, My Brain Has Turned to Dust. I seem to hibernate like a mushroom. I like to conceal beneath the bush, because I feel that I haven't got a brain cell. My cognition is such a mush. Often I get staggered and mistook. My friends try to decipher the matter. Sometimes I feel that I have 2 brain cells. The cells just sit and natter. Don't even bother asking me about last week. I don't even know what day it is. I barely function physically when my brain has turned to fizz. Accomplishing a certain task can correlate in such a riddle. When I try to evaluate a mission, I get myself in such a piddle. If I seem away with the fairies, it may take a little more time to adjust. Life can take its rapid hold when my brain has turned to dust. Thank you. So, my beautiful partner opened me up to the wonderful world of naturism. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if I reflect in about 50 years' time when I'm a senior? And I didn't have my partner, and I did discover naturism. And here it is. It's from an elder man's perspective, and it's called Darling, I've Become a Naturist. Darling, I have become a naturist. I am living life at its best. This new persona that I have discovered is garnering me with bewitching zest. Man to man nude features appeal, is cemented with voluptuous grace. For years I have been seeking this naturism. It's an experience I feel ready to embrace. I have nurtured the fearlessness within me. I have extinct the old life before. I am rising like a phoenix, so to be tall, hang out, in such an abundance of galore. Darling, I have never seen as many penises in one day. I have never seen as many vaginas smiling back at me in my time. But this new life is an exception. My God, I am completely in my prime. Humans come in an array of beauty and significance. They come in an array of different shapes and sizes. They also give you an eye full in unmentionable talent, and that isn't genitalia sizes. Darling, I could not get enough of man to man's nude beach. It is my own superior alchemist. It is giving me my perseverance and perspective on life. Darling, I have become a naturist. Thank you very much, Natalie! Thank you!
H Scrutton, everybody, give it up one more time. Next up, we have a world champion freestyle rapper, poet and songwriter. A performer with razor-sharp wordplay. He's making his first ever appearance at Blur the Lines this evening. Here to join voices. Good hosting debut, man. Here to join forces with Jamettone to deliver a freestyle set that's absolutely made up. Please make some noise for Jack Flash.
Hello? You guys alright? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Alright, what we're going to do, my name is Jack Flash, and on the way in, some of you were asked to put something on this board. Could you put your hand up if you put a word on this board? So I can see. Alright, okay, nice. We've collected, I haven't seen these words yet, we've collected maybe 10, 12 words, okay? The job for me is to improvise an opening song for you guys, alright? So I'm just gonna, whatever word is on this board, use it as inspiration and rap about it. How does that sound? Yeah. You've got a whole night of this, we're gonna need way more energy, guys. Leeds, how does it sound? So without further ado, let's see what we got. I hope you can read these words. It says cauliflower, munchiness. Who came up with munchiness straight away? That's alright. Joy, freedom, have fun, just be you. Stay shrimping. Revolution. Galvanized, talented, passionate, break legs, big Tesco. Microcosm. A singular fried leak. And love. Let's do this. Okay, is it too late to back out? Let's make it happen. Jamettone, let's go with something. All right, let's go a little bit, maybe a little quicker on the tempo. Here we go. Leeds City, Leeds City. I need to know if you're with me. Leeds City, Leeds City. I need to know if you're with me. Say, Leeds City, Leeds City. Drop the T. Yeah, I need to know if you're with me. Like, Leeds City, Leeds City. Make a little noise if you're with me. I'm into that. I came out tonight and I'm with the band. After this, catch me on Instagram. But right now, you need to interact. And if you're with my rap and you're loving that, well, I'm about to have a little fun with that. Like, check the way that I rhyme. I'm gonna start at the top, do them one at a time. I only got 10 minutes, I could do this for an hour. Know that I got nutrients like I'm a cauliflower. This ain't fast food, I am not that dude. This ain't Big Mac food, this is real rap true. Everything I'm giving is, this is real loveliness. You can buy into it, celebrate the munchiness. You know how it goes, man, I'm sick with the flow. So I came live on the stage right here to put on a show. And of course I did, I hope it's something you enjoy. I've been doing this ever be anything like me, then that's gonna resonate. And I get a plate, let's eat. All I really needed was these words in the beat. Now I'm never secondary, I'm only number one. How do you do this on the stage when you have to have fun? That's the fact of the matter. If you wanna be a rapper, don't worry about the spelling, do not worry about the grammar. Just worry about the vibe, cause I'm bringing it live. Leeds City, I wanna get to 10, but we're only at 5, so Leeds City. I need to know if you're with me like Leeds City, Leeds City. Make a little noise if you're with me like Leeds City, Leeds City. I hope that you think that this is amazing. Make a little noise cause I'm on a quest for constant validation. And yeah, that is true. My number one advice is just be you. Don't try and be another, not your sister or your brother. Don't validate, try to imitate father or mother. Don't do that. Just look in the mirror, see you. See a picture of beauty, cause that's who you are, is what you do. And Leeds City, I hope that you're with me. I need a definition of stage shrimping. Remember whipping? I'm old school like that. I like to find a pocket in between this rap. I like to deliver it and only spit facts. Is what I'm doing is the truth, it never was an illusion. I'm turning around right now, now that's a revolution. Call myself tied up in my mic wire, but I do my thing every day. I'm proof that this is fire. That's when I rap tonight and I grab that mic. I got that power, I can feel it and I galvanize. And after I finish on the stage and it's done, I hope you take away the message, go home and have fun. Cause I'm smashing it, no question, man, I'm passionate. Man, I'm having it, no doubt that I'm talented. I know what balance is, I can even stand on one leg. Not for long though, my knees starting to ache. My leg might break and that's just how it goes. Chords compose these freestyle flows. If I do great legs, hope it all makes sense. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. So go out, cook up a storm. Yeah, deliver it like that's the reason that you were born. I'm like, let's go, live on the stage in fresh clothes. And I got my curtains filled, I just hit the big test go. That's how I'm feeling. So high, I'm probably touching the ceiling. Cause when I freestyle, you know I can reach tiles. Yeah, I never said that before. You see me smile, you know it's going well. I tell the truth, it's just what I do, man. I can probably reach the roof. I'm not born and I really won't stop it. I'm a microcosm of something stupendous, out of this world and superb. I only ever came to bring you a true verse. Man, it's what I do, words are my speciality. Leeds City, I'm so glad my family is here with me. Man, it's what I do every single day of the week. I'm kinda hungry, I won't get by on a singular fried week. Nah, I need a whole meal, something that's whole meal. You know how that goes, I'm reading the whole deal. Yeah, I feel it fits like a glove, like it's sent from above. Leeds City, it's all love, so Leeds City, Leeds City. I need a little noise if you're with me like Leeds City, Leeds City. I need a little noise if you're with me one more time. Leeds City, yeah, Leeds City, finish up, here we go. Make some noise if you're with me. Thank you. Listen, we're working on a show that we're going to call Absolutely Made Up. And it's going to be 45 minutes an hour, basically, of this kind of thing. And one of the things I want to do in that show, to celebrate what freestyling is, because freestyling is about being in the moment, right? It's about improvisation, but improvising music and improvising thought is about being in the moment. And that's where we are right now. And in a world so focused on digital music and metrics, and oversaturated with people comparing themselves to each other, we have an opportunity to make something that only exists right now. And when we leave here tonight, we'll say that happened for us and no one else. There will be footage, there will be memories, but we're going to make something for us. So what I want you to do is I want somebody to give me a song title, because we're going to make a song up on the spot. It's your song, we're just going to perform it. Could somebody give me that song title? Whatever's burning in you or churning in you right now, put your hand up and let me see. I have a limited amount of time up here, so let's be snappy about it, yeah? Alright, okay, yes sir. Rebellion. Let's do Rebellion. He's wearing a Public Enemy shirt. We have to fight the power. Okay, here we go. Somewhere down there is a bottle. Somewhere down there is a bottle and it's got water inside. This is not part of the freestyle. I genuinely want my bottle. Yes, please. Thank you. All right, here we go. What did Gil Scott Heron say? The revolution will not be televised. That lady there, she tells no lies. I can see the sincerity in her eyes. She's listened to that record more than once or twice. Am I telling lies? Absolutely not. She's shaking her head. Do not forget, the revolution will not be televised. But still we go home tonight and put the telly on. And we really think we're gonna start the rebellion? I'm not so sure. I'm sure your intention is pure. But you know what's crazy? There's a deep part of each of us that's lazy. Doesn't matter if you're a male or you're a lady. You get distracted by the shit you gotta do on the daily. And that's not your fault, and it's not mine. Doesn't mean you don't have a heart, doesn't mean you don't have a spine. It just means that your life is unfortunately intertwined with trying to get paid, so you work your 9 to 5. That's not your fault, it isn't mine. I know you got a heart, I know you got a mind. I know you walk around life every day looking for signs. Like the rebellion is coming, I'm sure it's time. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe the rebellion starts, maybe it's stopped. Maybe the clock is going tick-tock, but not one of us can seem to get off tick-tock. And here we are, on our phones, we feel it stirring deep in our bones, but we just know while we're imitating each other, the best that we could ever be is clones. We're gonna go home tonight and put the telly on. And you really believe we're gonna start the rebellion? Well, I hope that you do. I hope there's something beating deep inside of you. I hear that, I hear the echo and the tremor. You hear it too? Tell me, do you remember? Remember when you was young and you felt it was pure? Back in the days you were 7 years old, you were so sure. You knew it then, no question. But then you got focused on career progression. You got focused on trying to move from a flat to a semi. Yeah, remember that? I got many regrets in my mind, how I got knocked off track. Well, you know what tonight starts? It starts coming right back. So that's the truth. I engage my memory and I channel the spirit of your shirt, public enemy. And it must be, not just me. And it can't just be Flavor Flav, it can't just be Chuck D. It's gotta be more than that. That's why I took all of these thoughts and put them in this rap. Because we can't just get home and put the telly on. Now we have to engage that rebellion, whatever that rebellion is, whatever it looks like. If you've been fighting depression, rebellion might be a good night. If you've been out of love, rebellion might be a kiss. If you ain't doing nothing but procrastinating, rebellion might be a list. It might be a tip. It might be I did it in order. If you can't afford to live in the South, rebellion might be moving to Yorkshire. Just don't drive the prices up too much. Now we're all stuck in a rut, I get it. Every one of us, we're going through the same thing. Doesn't mean you can't rebel or become that queen or king that you were meant to be. This might be your century, so tonight, when you get home, I want you to feel that fire inside your bones. I want your nerve endings to twitch. I want your elbows to bend. I want you to engage the higher power because it sends something to you. I want you to feel that fire and turn that right there into a unstoppable desire. And when you get that, do not switch the telly on and engage with your own private so much. Thank you for your energy. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you want to follow me, it's Rob, aka Jack Flash. Jack Flash is that artist's name. Rob is the name I was birthed with. You can see why I came up with that artist name. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for your energy. This is the amazing band Jamettone. Look out for us. One day you're going to see a show that is absolutely made up somewhere. Please do come and enjoy the show. I've enjoyed rocking with you. Enjoy the rest of Blur the Lines. It's an amazing night.
To paraphrase an incredible debut, Leeds, make some noise if you're with me for Jack Flash. Up next, we have a versatile and captivating performance poet. She made her debut at the Leeds Playhouse Blur the Lines event in 2023. She's worked the National Trust and is currently the Brimham Rocks Writer-in-Residence. That was a lot of arms. Her poetry focuses on themes of connection and memory, cultural identity, inequality, and climate change. So please welcome to the stage, Natalie Anastasia.
Created to reflect my time there as a writer in residence, and of course, Jamettone will be accompanying me. The skins of the earth once collided, their folds rippled into mountains, Brimham descendant of seas, of highlands, of continents, ancient earth, currents beneath the surface. Courageous mountains warmed by rivers, strata displaced on flatter plains, sister streams grew, coarse and shifting. Weather titans carved from ice and sky, glaciers in the wind, the root of the root too often forgotten, fog among the moss. Witness to millennia, the weight of time balanced on a sharpened stone. Northern grit fortifies at the center, beloved hourglass of the mall. Jagged columns stand grand and scattered, bridges smoked and silver tilt their heads to brooding skies, the grey enveloped in true green. Hear whispers of druids and Scotch stone. Summer storms unearth jewels from the surface as ribbons of light allude to the holy. Lives break together like rivers. See the birds sprouting out from the castle of the crag and the emerald veins of the wood holding the ancient fort. Life within lichen patched on stone, tongue and groove of a forest. Belted galloways graze under the shifting veil of the sky, where common blues meet clouded yellows, soak in the misted green, patchwork purple of the mall, rarer than rainfall. When life's grit builds on your skin, journey to this place. Let the calm pour over, gather the dust of your joys and sorrows. Make tiny temples, surrender them to the landscape. As we circle these rocks, our burdens will lift. Nod to passing strangers, build monoliths on these grounds. Notice the children clamoring on a rock face. The solo boots embracing earth, a pair huddled below a stone. The minor bees burrows in golden sands. Feel the leaves beneath your feet. On these trails you will find your way back to yourself. Place a grain in the palm of your hand. You hold We have wandered brazen as bracken, claiming distance between smoke and fire. By sunset, observe the tension of the sky against the lingering very moon. The keepers of the wood swoop and dwindle, night jars into day. The land has journeyed so far to meet you. What more will you ask of it?
One more time for Natalie Anastasia, everyone. We enjoyed our evening so far, We'll move swiftly on then. Our next performer is a well-established artist on the poetry circuit in Leeds. He writes and performs poetry, which includes dialect, rap, the serious, the sensitive, the humorous, and everything in between. He's been included in various anthologies, and tonight he's going to tell you about the corporate ladder. So please, everyone, welcome to the stage, Kevin Flaherty.
Evening, oh, what a fantastic night. Yeah, anyone who's ever actually worked within a large organisation will perhaps relate to the treachery and backstabbing of the corporate ladder. My own experience was the fire service, but I know they're all the same. On a sled ride, only the lead husky has a pleasant view. But it's taken as read that all of the others, including the few on the sled, are frantically fulfilling their own roles or doggedly dodging arseholes. Likewise, in the hierarchy of any large organisation, there's always a top dog up front with high aspirations, barking his orders, blazing a trail. Underdogs follow, chasing his tail. Tied into the system, swept along in his wake, he's ready to pounce should he make a mistake. He's sure to pick up on the smallest of errors, the one thing you dread in his regime of terror. He cracks the whip and lays down the law. It's not the trip you were hoping for. The pressure is mounting, becoming intense. There's no way you can sit on the fence. You're kept in place by the harness and straps, nodding your head and begging for scraps. You're driven along, not knowing where to. It's never enough, whatever you do. You're pulling your weight and keeping pace. The one straight ahead that is butt in your face. It's dog eat dog in this cannibal farce. One right behind is sniffing your ass. There's a pecking order you have to uphold. You don't conform, you're let out in the cold. The lines may be blurred between servant and master. Step over the mark, could be a disaster. You strain at the leash to try and get ahead, but you can't held back. Close to the sled. But only one way to get ahead quicker. Sniff around that top dog, become his arse licker. So you run with the pack in this treacherous race. You stab in the back with a smile on your face. You keep your fence close as you go for the kill. Keep your enemies closer still. You stood right behind them through thick and thin. Nowhere better when the knife goes in. There is no need to look at his face as you push him the blade and put him in his place. But there is one thing, if you're off the back. Only you can see all the small cracks. Not the best place that you've ever been. And what would you give to wipe the slate clean? Slipping the leash would give you some slack, but the following day, you're back in the pack. Thank you very much.
Keep the show on the road. Our next performer is a performance poet and dance artist. Their work spans many contexts, from teaching dance to performing arts and creative resistance on topics such as bikes, borders, revolutionary women, and witch clubs. Please welcome to the stage, Izzy Brittain.
poetry for reasons which will become clear. So this is new material and I'm just going to go for it. The Portal. I'm travelling with out-of-order toilets, perhaps a brief glow between stations, but mostly a nauseating portaloo with no paper, endless queues, and a monosyllabic grunter ticket collector who resembles my community midwife. The price is high, the air conditioning is down, and we all know the punctuality of British Rail. I could be the Mick Lynch of the pregnancy union. I take exception to the absolute inevitability, merged with setbacks, delays, and discomforts. The chummy camaraderie of strangers stuffing free crisps in their faces during a breakdown. That's it, I think. I'm in it. Ding dong, stand clear of the closing doors. A wild knuckle bloom with no emergency stop and only a mucky ticket for company. The only way out is death, my partner's mother said. I hand over my old clothes when the voice on the tannoy announces that women's thighs store a unique kind of fat, one that is essential for natal brain development. I panic purchase revolting chicken dippers, doused in the sticky goo of false barbecue and swilled down with gulps of full-fat, banned BDS list soft drink. For the first trimester, I gush with it. Bad bitch from hell. The exaltation of holding, being opened, turns explosive. Please stand back from the portal's edge. Do not leave emotional baggage unattended. But there comes a time in every heroine's journey when one must find a certain stillness, like braiding, like digging, like knowing you chose it, and yes, the support structure could be prettier, but perhaps all this place needs is some really lovely wallpaper. I pop my earbuds in. The hypnobirthing track oozes M&S advertisement. The essential oils go some way to drowning out the box. The kinks of resentment are smoothed over by regular pregnancy massage. I sob into tea towels, rescue kittens from hedges. I will never utter the words, "we're pregnant." In desperation, we employ a doula. Split. I'm 21 weeks pregnant when my own mother asks if I've thought about prams yet. She's calling from a camping chair, glancing across to the top of Dungoyne, a distended lump with its own whiskey distillery. I remember the burst duodenal ulcer that almost killed her when I was a young teenager, formed of stress, solo parenting, rambunctious rebound. How I woke to her deep, guttural moan, shattering the morning before school. My mother, mooing, thought she was dying. I was 14, muttered, "Ouch, silly cow," as this woman who bore and loathed and loved and screamed into tea towels brushed my hair too roughly. In a tempest, I ran past the place where she once groaned on all fours, where her insides split with it for a second time. To a daughter leaving my body, when you were but a slippery white jellied eel, so delicious. I was gripped by the wordless urge to lick you clean. I did not know that when you left my body, I would grow teeth, sprout fur, a mudcat in a hedge in Hare Hills. I could not know that this is the way you would walk for the first time in a lifetime of small cleavings, for which I will empty again and again. Thank you, everyone.
Izzy Brittain, everyone. Let's give it up again. Our sixth performer of the evening is a rapper, a poet, and a line-blurring word sayer. He has a catalogue of solo material from grime to hip-hop and beyond, known for such songs as Host My Band and for declaring his love for bread. Tonight, joined on stage by Chill Smith, he's here to make it happen. Please make some noise for Obi Joe.
Hello? Oh, yes, is it? Hello, I'm Obi Joe. Yeah, this song's called Make It Happen. You said all the stuff about me already.
Push like the salmon when it's travelling up, as it happens at the back of the bus. Wondering about life and biographical books. Well, life doesn't live up to your expectations. I advise that you take the next step waiting and make it happen. And make it happen. Adjust your ears like Dorothy. The hope and the dreaming is a decent quality, and what we all share but don't believe in commonly. We can all achieve, not just believe minorities. Not talking cause we corner in a talking. See the fortune in your own capability, all human hitability. You know the hitability, be taller than the biggest tree. Look for answers in the blank canvas, not in well-trodden paths and track matches. Cause when you take a walk in the woods, you snap branches. Spacecraft flew to a planet and crash landed. I've got a feeling that we're no longer in Kansas. I know that we're no longer in Kansas, so make it happen. And make it happen. And make it happen. And make it happen. And make it happen. No longer waiting for a train to go. I must look up, you've got big mountains to climb, and it's just begun. You won't be kicking no stones. Trust me, son, you become the trusted one, and look at all the trust you won. Living a good life, looking at the stars up in the floodlights. Still don't let the sunlight slowly makes its journey over the horizon. Off the shores of the Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. A pilgrimage to see how far the pilgrims live. Rooted to innocence, leaving a foot of fingerprints all over mountain rocks in Moldova. And jamming the streets of Hamlet in the Hebrides, places communicating geometrically. I wrote an interesting piece, but butterflies wouldn't let me speak. Just make it happen. And make it happen. If you don't listen to your heart, it'll stop speaking to you. All praises do, can I get a hallelujah? Stay resolute, think about the Garacuna. May your soul unlike the poems of a Buakuna. Keep on keeping on in the mindset where we belong, the same sort of purity we had when we were born. Like the soft gentle dew drips on the eastern moon, or the ocean coast of Scotland's northeastern shore. When we see the slope start moving before we perform, these feelings are the reasons we keep on keeping on. So make it happen. Make it happen. Make some noise for Jamettone. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Blend the Line.
we didn't plan this. Obi Joe, Kilner, everyone. We've got 2 more performers now before we're going to take a brief intermission, but cracking straight on, we have a writer and spoken word artist born and based in Leeds. Both her written and vocal work raise awareness for issues many choose to ignore. The artist has performed in Trafalgar Square, supported the likes of Hollywood Niche, Selena Godden and Loki, and worked with organisations such as Greenpeace UK, Black Minds Matter and UNICEF. So please give it up for Simone Yasmin.
My granny died. The day my sister was due to go on holiday, my uncle died. The day I was due to go on holiday. In both cases, we rushed to the same hospital. The same hospital Granny hung threats above our heads when we were playing too rough, too rowdy. I'm not going to be alright tonight, she'd say. But that night, she did. In both cases, we were transported by another. In both cases, too shaken to trust ourselves behind the wheel. We said prayers in the back seat and sat tensely as the taxi drivers cruised slowly along. They were desperate to charge the battery of their fancy new hybrid cars, failing to sense the urgency in our strained tones and jittery movements. In both cases, we sat in the same family waiting room. Gasping for air. We were boxed in amongst those same 4 walls, surrounded by that same blue carving artwork and those woodland murals. I think someone in the wellbeing team had obviously thought that they would make the room more comforting, more homely. How a room where you await death, and know many before you have waited death, and many after you will continue to await death, but can ever be made more comforting, is something that I'll never know. In both cases, goodbyes started at the same church. Our only saving grace was seeing a different priest the second time around, but the funeral cars took the same routes, and they deposited us in the same spots, and the pavements outside sighed as they felt our footprints upon them again. In both cases, we followed behind the coffin. I was begging my legs to move with me and not collapse beneath me. As we made our way to the front row, and everyone cast pitiful looks at us, the family, the bereaved, again. In both cases, we arrived at the same cemetery. In both cases, we passed my granddad's grave. In both cases, we bought flowers. In both cases, we laid them on the ground. In both cases, I was forced into hugs I didn't want. In both cases, I was part of conversations I didn't hear. In both cases, I was comforting other people in their grief. In both cases, I cried horrendous heavy tears. In both cases, I watched them both take their last breath. In both cases, 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 in both cases. We broke the cycle for the wick. I broke, and I breathed sighs and sighs, and continued to breathe heavy sighs wish deja vu. But I did. Because I didn't just dream those scenes. I didn't just think that I'd been there before. But wouldn't that have been nice? To just think and not really know. Wouldn't that have been nice? To just think and not really hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? To put those repetitive feelings, repetitive motions, repetitives down to myself and a past life. A past loss that I didn't really know. Yeah, that would have been nice. But no cases. 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 No cases would have been so much better. Thank you.
One more time for Simone Yasmin, everyone. Okay, we come to our final performer of part one, which was actually something I improv there and was written in front of me, and really threw me. Our final performer in the first half is a musician and writer who combines spoken word poetry with guitar loops to craft literature-inspired pop songs. Known for releases such as this one that goes out to all the night owls. The millennials are doomed. Tonight this artist makes his return to Blur the Lines for the first time since 2023. He's here to improvise live with our incredible house band Jamettone for a very, very special performance. So your final performer of part one, please welcome to the stage, Hamlet.
How are we all doing? Okay, this is a story.
letters we could call them platonic, but they were technical.
very much.
What a way to close part one of the show. Let's have it, everyone. Right, we are going to take about a 20-minute interlude now, so please go and get yourself some refreshments, some fresh air, enjoy the bar, and yeah, we'll see you back in about 20 minutes. Thank you very much. Right, it's time to kick off the second half with a performance, and what a performance it is going to be. This artist is a poet and educator based in Leeds. His poetry has been featured on an EP released by EMI North, and he's worked with Leeds Poetry Festival. His experience running workshops in schools and with Leeds libraries, and tonight he'll be making his fourth appearance at Blur the Lines. So, please make a load of noise for Jack Collins!
Thank you so much for having me, Leeds Jazz Fest. Are you having a nice evening? Yeah! Oh, me too. I've mostly been stewing and listening to the fabulous entertainment in the green room though, so it's very nice to be here. Like our host said, I'm an educator, and my first poem I wrote while I was working as a speech and language therapist. Often in that profession, do we have a woo in the room? Is that a woo? Yeah. Do we have any educators in the room? Yay! Congratulations on the 4% pay rise. Yeah, not support staff though, we're still working on that one, yeah, innit? So basically what they try and do is sort of unify dialect and language in the UK. So I wrote this poem in response to sort of the damnation of dialect and accents. This is all about the glottal plosive or the glottal stop, which appears all over the world, all over the UK, but in Leodensian or like Leedsite language, it's like when we miss out the T, like alright or totally. That missed T, that glottal plosive, that So this is glottal stop. Glottal stop, glottal stop. Back of the throat, catch. Met my old man hot. Totally breakable bad habit. Don't even say your T, quick, grab it. Alright, mate. What do you want from shop? Skittles, or butter, or a bottle of pop, a turtle, or a beetle, a kettle, or hob. I'll get it to say it, it makes my heart throb. Glottal stop, glottal start. It comes out my mouth, but it comes from my heart. My father and mum said, you gotta talk proper! But I knew early on I'd be a glottal stopper. All my little mates in primary school thought talking slack and lazy as possible was cool. So I did it. I did it, and I'll never regret the slanging that made the teachers fret. Glottal stops can't be bought, and if you can't cut it, you shouldn't do it. Too many self-taught authorities on glottalization I'm upset to report. Light up a sentence to a put on, or an impression. But I'm not impressed, because they fully pronounce the T. Just glottal stop. Glottal's top, glottal's bottom. There's dialect of all kinds, the ripe and the rotten. Accents, twangs, out of town, but if your vocab's there, it don't put me down. I love it, because it's who I am. And I'm certain it tightens my bond with the land, with the people. The sound of home, it turns out, is no sound at all. Glottal stop, glottal stop. Thank you. What a lovely mood we've got in the room tonight, right? Yeah! What
an opportunity to dampen it. This next one is something of a sort of eulogy or a funeral march, oddly enough. So this is about my mate Joe, who was a sculptor, but weirdly enough we called him Stanley Beans. And this is called Goodbye Stanley. How could that bell smack? How did we awake? T-Rex drum bang! Push it there. How long did it take? Volatile beauty, so furious. Did it come upon you nagging? Soft, like a gorgeous temptation. Unbridled scream within. Bedazzle jackets, drag on old jeans. Today we mourn our Stanley Beans. We met at the foot of the bed. Brett rolled off your back like booze. Sat bolt up natter till hunched like boxers. We sparred and laughed. It was the grit in your sandwich. Trackies, yeah. Coffee stain. Plastic bag. Perfect brain. I loved you because that's a bit how I was doing. A zigzag, invincible, would you ever end? Stick on the tunes. Shining boots post key. Because today we mourn our Stanley Beans. Born to work. Excluded from the party. The fun made elsewhere was a bright burn man without mask. I saw you after your work shifts, recognising the sun as if it were a mirror. We complained together about people, and the ladder got pulled up before ours sag. Get your skates on, lose your sheen. Today we mourn our Stanley Beans. I don't really know another. Should love to meet again. Lay about the tabs and balls. Drink each other in. You were this bronze shovel planted wonky in the earth. Wit, we're worst without. Potent, you never realised. So, bedazzle your jackets, drag on old jeans, stick on the tunes, shiny boots, no ski. Goodbye, Stanley. Thank you. Thank you so much, I'm stealing this water. No. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
One more time for Jack Collins. And another time for Stanley Beans. Right. Our next performer is a poet and creative, again from Leeds, an artist that always delivers a powerful performance. She is the founder of the Stanza Collective, a project in collaboration with artists from all around Leeds. She performed the first ever Blur the Lines event way back in 2019 at Hyde Park Book Club. She is ready to share her creativity with you tonight, so please give a huge warm welcome to the stage to Talie.
Hello, so my name's Talie. I write for Girls of Who That Looks Like Me, for first generations, firstborn/key kids, girls who have been through the mills and are still very poised. And this poem is called The Black Girl Effect, which came from like a viral moment on TikTok where people were talking about how their proximity to blackness had glowed up their lives. And the poem was about, what about black women? So here we go. Black women will make you feel so good, like cornmeal porridge heavy on the condensed milk, like extra meat and spindle dumplings in your Saturday soup, good, like when you get to sit on the big chairs at middle school, good, like black women will make you feel so good, like my body is your body. My body is your playground. My body is your kingdom. My body is bueno. Actually, my body is more like a Terry's chocolate orange cause every piece tastes good. Black women will make you feel smart. This infectious pure heart will override your childhood trauma and make you feel like a rock star. Your light will shine brighter, your skin will glow better, your spine will feel stronger. And with one touch of a black woman's aura, you will know love, past, future, and present. Our divinity will heal your id and soothe your superego. Around me, you are unstoppable, and we will be your peace. And you will let me and all black women be your all until our cup runs empty. You didn't even notice there was no reverse on the black girl effect. So this next part is for us. Black girls, you better start looking yourself in the mirror and start hyping yourself up so two dusty youths with a podcast kikiing with your colonizers doesn't knock you off your purpose. You better do what the fuck you want to do with your falsy hair, because I'm gonna find a reason to still fix their lip and call you unattractive, too angry, too masculine, send texturists and colorists to knock you off your axis, weaponize supremacy to validate that apparently you are deserving of intimacy and real love. I said it right. Black girls, I beg you descend to these unhinged, unhealed, undiagnosed sons. Out there still projecting rage bait in their inability to lead with love onto us. Respectfully, sis, go start your business. Go get your masters. Stop dating down. Stop whispering. Be unapologetically loud. Stop smiling up yourself. And take up space. It's been 400 years and they're still playing in your face. They know, you know, they are mediocre at best. They take and you give and you give. You are more than a backhanded compliment. You are more than a fixer-upper. You have carried this ungrateful society on your shoulders for long enough. Rest! And I say this next part with all my chest. Each generation of black women experience a high proportion of injustice. Sarah Reed, Dorothy Cherry Gross, Cynthia Jarrett, Nicole Smallman, and Bibba Henry. And lest we forget, black women are 4 more times likely to die during pregnancy. Stop filling up everyone else's cup but your own, sis. You got fibroids, your hair's falling out and not one diagnosis. Your beauty dwells deep inside your furnace. You are the blueprint. You are the master print. You are a beautiful molecular genetic tapestry. When are you gonna start acting like it? And I know it's hard, sis. So let me hold your hand while I say this. It's time. It's time to quiet the noise. It's time to observe your flow. It's time to stay in alignment with your peace and your purpose. It's time to dream big. It's time to live your truth. And for the love of God, it is time to die empty. Now that is the real black girl effect. Thank you.
Loves to create and perform a variety of pieces, from words that spread joy about life to poems that aim to shed light on wider political issues and get people talking. She is Dringlington's finest. She's the organiser of the Sea Presents, running an event called From the Heart, and she has to put up with living with me. Please give a massive round of applause for Molly Fasc!
I'm sat on a clock and we've run out of time. The hands tick into me and hold me up, raise me up, tell me I'm enough, give me opportunity. It's not a change in the weather, whether it is hot or not. These hands opened my mouth, held my tongue as I bit down on your heart. In curse and profanity, in a world where all we need is clarity, given from the hands time, received by pressing keys, playing from one heart organ to mine. These hands stole my soul in the matter of a second, but once it didn't matter, and I think it should. I reckon not all is broken and hands can be fixed, though glue can often take hours to stick, and these days seem to be taking the mick. We have to stop taking. It's time to give. The hands of time will carry us through. So put in the time and do what you need to do. Let's sit in the present and unwrap me like a gift. The gift of time is raising me up, and we lift, and we lift, and we lift. And it is there that I sit. Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much to Lence and Blur the Lines for having me. I'm really grateful. This one is called Words Unspoken. The end of a bitter joint between my teeth. Throw it down as litter, it was just a bit of keef. Words left unspoken, weed left unsmoked, and I thought you were joking, it's just another cigarette. I assign the meaning once the endings come to pass. A miracle mid-23, 6 years can go so fast. Dark, bright days turn down a piece, now feeling a contrast. So I'm praying for the light again, don't want the dark to last. Spark up the glazed eye that rests between my brow. Eye of the beholder, I am the beholder, wow. Words unspoken, empty promises, let's make a vow to activate comfort in the present and now. I liked the way it tasted, but now it feels outdated. It's easy to get wasted, just let the good times last. I've sat around and waited, I've filled myself with hatred, nothing's been created, stop me staying in the past. Out of sight means out of mind, my thoughts have left and my eyes are blind. Thank you.
Right. Our next performer is a rap and spoken word artist from Leeds and the organiser of this event. He's known for a distinctive style, intricate lyrics, astute observations, compelling music, and impactful live performance that explore his own experiences. He supported the likes of legendary grime MC DEE, performed at BBC World's First and been featured on BBC Six Music. And he's taken Blur the Lines to festivals such as Leeds Lit Fest and to venues across Leeds, High Pub Book Club, Leeds Library, Leeds Playhouse, and tonight at the Howard Assembly Room for the opening night of Leeds Jazz Festival. So please give a massive welcome to Lence.
Wow, thank you so much, Matt. He's making his debut tonight, first ever appearance here at Howard Assembly Room, and he's smashed the hosting. Let's hear it for Matt. Shouts to Jamettone as well. It's amazing to see this come to life. Yeah, tonight represents so much. It represents a lot for all of us. We look at venues like this and we think, how can we be on this stage? But tonight, we're here. Yeah. So the first piece I'm going to perform tonight is a bit different to what I normally do. So I decided to take a risk, and we'll see if it works. So it's about microphone stands and how difficult they are to use. Because this one has been causing some problems, the tech team were telling me. It's been flopping about, it's been doing all sorts. And this piece of equipment right here, it could ruin your night. I've left a lot of open mic nights thinking, wow, if only I could work this thing out. So yeah, if someone asks me to set one up, I can't do it. I still, to this day, can't do it. So yeah, this is everything I ever wanted to say to this thing right here. I'm talking to you, mic stand. I mean, where do I start? You've got an impressive repertoire for a metal bar. But don't act like you don't remember that time I held you together so you didn't fall apart. Why does this apparatus actually hate us? I'm sick of having to fear you. And I'm sick of standing near you. Do you know how many events you've ruined? How many first time open micers you've haunted? You're the reason why they never came back. You should be confiscated for being this complicated. You love to make things awkward for me. One night, you're taller than me. The next night, you're smaller than me. I wish you'd stop doing that. You can't do anything normally. And why should I adjust to your height? Some nights, I've had to hold you upright. And you like to keep playing these games. Tonight, you've got a completely different frame. You convince me that you're stable and solid, but you're clearly broken. I wish you were more open, Mike. I've got nothing left to lose. What have I got to do to get you to move? Do you know how many events you'd improve if your movement was smooth? And you can call me rude, but you know it's true. And what are you going to do, Mike? What are you going to do, Mike? Trip me up. What are you going to do, Mike? Take an awfully long time to adjust to me. What are you going to do, Mike? Refuse to let go. What are you going to do, Mike? Take it out on a completely innocent first-time performer that's new to the scene and has never met you before, because that's what you always do, Mike. People are scared of you. People have to overcome their nerves on this stage, then they realise they haven't prepared for you. Look, I'm just going to come out and say it. I used you. But this isn't something I should have to get used to. Trust me, Mike, it's getting rusty, Mike. We might have got our wires crossed, but you hold on to things for too long. Mike, stand. You're quite bland, but with the right plan, we could have thrived, man. You don't get to call me intense. I thought what we had was special, but you're at everyone's events. And if I see you on stage with anyone else, I'm taking it personally. You wanted your feedback? Well, here it is. I adjusted to you. We were great together. When I think about all those moments we made together, But I can't put up with your stubborn attitude and disruptive behaviour forever. I never wanted to drop you, Mike. And I hate putting you in a box, Mike. But it's off, Mike. You were only ever a one mic stand. I can't handle you anymore. It's over. And here's one final piece of information to give you closure. I found someone else. They're called Handheld. Thank you very much, everybody. So this next piece is a mashup of a track that I made called Industry of Unemployment. And we're going to go for it right now. And I'll put some lyrics in there as well. Usually when I perform spoken word, I put a mashup of different lyrics all together, so here it goes. This one's a bit different to Mike's stand. Unfortunately, I can't move Mike's stand out of the way. We'll work together. It gets worse before it gets better. Now things can only get better. Do you see the same thing as me? I swear, there's a war on creativity. We've got to type it, then delete and rewrite it. Upload the post and see who likes it. Share that. Give them something to stare at. Keep on scrolling down and compare that. But what's the worth of the work if the work isn't viewed? Can it still stand up on its own? What's the worth of the work if the work isn't new? Would you still stand up as a clone? What's the worth of the work if it's not about the work anymore? Does it have the same worth as before? If there's worth in my words, are they measured by how many times they're heard? In this industry of unemployment, where the interviews just lead to another. As the doors are unlocked and the queue outside gets moving, and we're filtered into appointments, seeking employment's quite confusing. What websites are we using? They keep asking us that. We're just watching the words we're choosing when we have to answer back. Signing up to these different sites, where they all want to know our details, is a constant flow of emails. If the coach is pushing a job on you, there's no getting away. They'll say you've got to attend the assessment day. Still, we don't get paid. They send us away with the same old cold response. We're here to get you a job, they said, just not the role you want. So we keep on top of that job search, filling out every space, and we hand it over the desk and we sit there and we wait, and whilst we do, we're looking around the room just wishing that we weren't there. The security guards wish they weren't either, but they just seem to stare. As soon as you walk inside, you'll be pleased when you leave. They can organise a careers meeting for you to go through your CV, so we take their advice, changing the way that we write. We sign up, log in, share them on various sites. It's never the way that we like, but we just hope it gets us work, gets a reply by the end of the week at least to end the search. Better know what your circumstances are, because that's what they're due to assess. And just when you think you're moving a step, they want you to bring your proof of address. Scrutinised, utilised, dehumanised, then left. And the evidence that you exist will be analysed and checked. We get patronised. We get met with a smile that's forced, then filed away. If you don't turn up when you're due to sign, they'll suspend your claim by the end of the day. Our future is in their hands. Slipping through, we're held to ransom. And if we don't attend the interviews, we'll soon be getting sanctioned. It's like they stole from the surface and slept on the grassroots. Overlooked the promise that was dressed in a tracksuit. Here to be the change, if the universe will let it. Because this is creativity on universal credit. Thank you very much, everybody. tonight is a remix of a track I did called The Brink, and that track was a turning point for me. I decided to write it, and I went and recorded it with XP, who's here tonight. And yeah, this is going to be the remix, so let's go, Jamettone. That's how I used to move, that's how I used to think, that's what I used to do, that's why I'm used to the brink. Used to that stinking feeling, but I've been wasting it all now. Don't get used to the way things are, cause I'm breaking it all down. Somebody's telling me I'm on the brink, I'm changing it all round. I'm not the same as before, now I'm making it all out. It's how I used to move, it's how I used to think, it's what I used to do, that's why I'm used to the brink. That's how I used to move, that's how I used to think, that's what I used to do, that's why I'm used to the brink. Used to that stinking feeling, but I'm embracing it all now. Don't get used to the way things are, cause I'm breaking it all down. Something's telling me I'm on the brink, I'm changing it all round. I'm not the same as before, now I'm taking it all out. It's how I used to move, it's how I used to think, it's what I used to do, that's why I'm used to the brink. Cause I've been there, one too many times. I can't keep going there. The one place to recognize, every time I do, I glide through. Step inside my shoes and find the proof, the connection why I just can't get in line. Prone to it, moving so close to it. On the brink, I feel at home when I go to it. Overthinking, and it puts me on the road to it. Then it sinks in, I tell myself, don't do it. It's the bars, it's the pace, it's the flow to it. It's the spark, it's the pain, it's the tone to it. It's the art, it's the way that I zone to it. It's the start, it's the change, so I go to it. I go do it, and it feels so fluid. I'll introduce you to it. Me, I've got used to it. Unassuming, still improving, tuned in, but they can't get through to it. That's how I used to move, that's how I used to think, that's what I used to do, that's why I'm used to the brink. Used to that sinking feeling, but I'm embracing it all now. Don't get used to the way things are, cause I'm breaking it all down. Somebody's telling me I'm on the brink, I'm changing it all round. I'm not the same as before, I'm taking it all out. It's how I used to move, it's how I used to think, it's what I used to do, that's why I'm used to the brink. Thank you very much everybody, I've been late.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen, Lence? Okay, our next performer will be making their debut at Blur the Lines tonight, a poet, musician and multidisciplinary artist from Leeds. Poetry and music have been instrumental in this performer's journey as they channel their thoughts and feelings into poetry, sharing their perspective, connecting with their audience. So, please give a massive Blur the Lines and Leeds Jazz Festival welcome to Lauren Cowan.
I feel that way about the mic stand as well. It's one of my biggest fears. Thank you so much, Lence, for having me, and Jamettone, I'm a big fan, you know, I love you guys. Yeah, so excited to be here. So, yeah, I'm going to start with a song and poem. Yeah. Woo! Woo! To love myself through the darkness and all, to lift myself back up each time that I fall, and learn to be more patient and gentle with my soul. I promise to spend the rest of my life tending to the scars which lay bare upon my chest, and piece by piece pick up the pieces that were lost or forgot along the way, to regrow and rebuild my own destiny. One step forward and 10 steps backwards, big, medium or small, every single step counts towards moving forwards, for progress is progress, and I promise to acknowledge how far I have come. twisted one, accompanied by yours truly. It's them and I until the end, and we have all that we need within. I am ready for what is to come. Life is a gift of promise to the lucky ones, and to be lived or not to be. I choose to live for me, and I promise to spend the rest of my eternity loving me. I promise. I promise. With my soul, I promise to fulfill my prophecy. I am the light source sent to the earth to raise its frequency. I am the key. Music, it chose me. Music is the air that I breathe. Music is my legacy. It's the elixir of life that flows through me. Everything I touch turns to gold. I was created to step into the light and let it shine on me. My lineage is composed of treasure. The soil and roots of my genes are rich. Royal blood runs through these veins. I am infinitely blessed by my ancestry. Their fire and magic burn deep within me. Still I rise. With every step I take, still I rise. They walk alongside of me. Eternity guiding and carrying me. I'll be formed under pressure, and like a diamond you can never break me. I have light and shadows that both protect me, and I find peace in my duality. Balance is the key.
Known for his debut poetry collection, The Boy Behind the Wall, a blend of poems and memoirs, this writer has performed at BBC Contains Strong Language and made his debut for Blur the Lines in 2022. It is always a special moment when this ex-artist steps onto the stage, so please give a massive welcome to Dalton Harrison.
I think for me, it was always a special moment because the first Blur the Lines I ever saw was in 2019, and I'd just left prison and I lived in a really bad bedsit. And I sat in the audience and I just started daydreaming in the interval because nobody was talking to me or noticing me in the corner, and I just thought, what would it take? What would I have to be on that stage? What would I have to do? And I think that moment in 2022, when I finally did, yeah, it just blew my mind. my journey was always to be invisible. From the moment I was a tiny little girl, perceived as, in a school, just hiding and being told I was weird or too tall or too this or too that. And that's where this first poem comes in, and it's called Born Criminal. You gave me a name, framed me in words passed down loudly, almost proudly, that social stability can only be found in notions constructed and forged by the fire of preconceived devotions. Centuries of laws and punishments, Section 28 is just an echo in all this commotion. I sit in the smoking shell of my body, in the aftermath of an empty bullet chamber that was once used to kill those who look like me. I hold my sweaty hands together as if the very act of prayer might save me. Yet it's the whispered prayer under breath cordoned by history that carried on the reason society sees a sin as a sin. I crumble under police boots. Each print mocks my face, yet I am a child, sat in a classroom learning about morality. Yet all I see is you telling me I mean nothing. I'm neither blood nor bone, protest signs or bricks. My house is made of hay and sticks. I sit, holding my breath, trying to beat death. I'm a child, growing up already feeling like a criminal, till one day I am. Yet this cell feels no different than the body you tell me that I have to live with. I am no longer a child. I'm a generation marked out in history, where violence was okay if you didn't fit in, where bullets, where bruises were hidden because no one saved the voiceless. I could quote you the Bible, but where has that got me? I'm still fighting. There are more wars than triumphs. I am a generation who relives the taste of salt and blood-red lips. I am more than my mistakes, you can count on this. But I haven't forgotten those who died to get me here. I haven't forgotten the system that tells us not to corrupt the kids. Yet what was replaced after Section 28? No evolution, only the conclusion. Society still deems me a criminal. I wrote this before the recent court ruling, but it actually sounds like I wrote it for that. So it's called In Every Scar We Shine. You wonder why I continue to cry in pride. You think we haven't been here before, but I've been fighting since the day that I was born. The consequences of gender affects us all. Violence is a hybrid, mangled in a mess when we believe a government that says there's only two genders. You think we haven't been here before, but soft is the hands who stands high above us all enforcing the laws. The state embraces clear exclusionary practice. What follows in the gasp of many must overcome the silence of the masses. That makes it easy for governments to erase transgender history. You think we haven't been here before, yet more and more I've seen how my safety is linked to the fact you no longer see me as a woman. Yet the paper reports transgender hate is all about protecting women. You think we haven't been here before, but I've had to keep on looking over my shoulder as I've always had to watch my own back. I'm not asking you to walk in my shoes, only that all shoes don't fit the same. My body now shaped in line with my mind has grown thick and coarse around my scars, reliving past trauma that makes me glow in the dark. My existence should never have to depend on how well I pass. Trans people have always existed, there's no need to tell us apart.
You think we haven't been here before, but we have been here before. You can wipe us from walls, memorials and sports and health wards. Yet even if you leave us with nothing, we still have our words that we recite and re-gift and pass on, that we reshape and call witness to who we are. Sewn on patches and protest signs for the next generation to find. I, like many others, will leave ourselves in every scorched syllable, that we will continue to be more than the hate directed at us. Now it's time to show the world there is such a thing as trans joy. As I cradle this message, ready to ignite like fireworks into the night sky, to find all those who need it and have yet to find their path. Thank you.
Spaces like this, stages like this, will always give visibility to people who feel invisible. So thank you for that, Dr. We have 2 more performances left for you this evening. And number 15 out of 16 is a rapper and multi-instrumentalist based in Leeds. Known for jamming on his guitar, writing powerful lyrics with his consistently high-quality releases, he's an MC with a formidable delivery and effortless flows. He's here to perform his tracks live with Jamettone and my doppelganger Chill Smith right now. Get yourselves ready for an incredible performance from Oliver Rees.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm Oliver Rees. Make some noise again for Matt, who's smashing it on the MC duties tonight. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so bear with me, but I just want to say, every Blood and Lines event I've come to, it's actually just really inspiring to see the different sort of stories of pain, grief, struggle, and it's just, you always leave here with sort of a sense of optimism. Sometimes you feel a bit sad with some of the pieces, but listen, each and every time it's an absolute joy to come here and perform. So make some noise for Lence and make some noise for Blood and Lines. This one's called Haggling for Redemption. You know I'm still haggling for redemption in the shadows of my missteps. Drive a hard bargain off the cliff's edge and landing gear. You trying to burn a man's shine, better be a candle here. You traveling light like 4 tons in the atmosphere. I'm a shadow speculator in the echo chamber. Passing judgment in disguise like an ascending savior. On the stairway to heaven, but these steps are labored. Those are tons of weapon on myself and take the elevator. Close shot, I'm with it. Thank you very much. That's on my last EP, it's called Nights on Marrakesh. You can find that on all the streaming platforms and that. It's actually called Stardust. Dropped a music video for this last year. It was out in Marrakesh, filmed a little thing on the back of a carriage. Check it out, it's on YouTube. My name's Oliver Rees. YouTube Oliver Rees Music, you'll find it. Let's get it moving. Well, make some noise for the band as well, come on guys. Every time it's a pleasure to work with, a pleasure to perform with them. All these heartless gamblers, I'm on the cards I'm handed. Half a glass of empty promises to start the scam with. Dark amounts of pennies dropping all this pocket damage. All the animals still singing in your child language. I'm a deluded artist, struggling through the party. Sucking the loose, so positive through the pursuit of market fire. Either between those lines with my eyes closed. I hope to read the sign, but it's not wrong. I never phone this in. Remember you said empty straps, I leave a broken sin. I'm gone when it comes this week. I give my revolving sins, I'm stuck in this golden system. Spinning the phrase, I'm a better face to a call my week. I should have stopped to think, also not to sleep when they were on week. So I often leave that and come and sing. I see on these like my blades running on the ring. Dropping in close to the presidents of this what my bring. But true say, I'm still waiting on my doomsday. My views change, daydreaming on some moon age. Oh, it's stardust like a new day. So hard, trust what the news says. My money's full say. True say, I'm still waiting on my doomsday. My views change, daydreaming on some moon age. Oh, it's stardust like a new day. Can't trust what the news says. What you trying to be? Is it coke celebrity? Clear coke, fair son, snitch up jealousy. And I'm handing over info to enemies. Sweaty small fries on some big holes and entities. No spinning in that fat one with this Penelope. Big pounds will never steam, big on the never seen. Forever selling dreams. But you staring at the queen, wondering if she would ever let her boy the free. The labels barricaded exits. Entrances are tiny loose legs. Up in knots like track bridges. Teams getting blown out. Like 10 wickets, best wishes. These prizes pen from my dead digits. Covenantal facts with a lot of flat. Many on the wheels get burned since trying to roll the passer. Double back and triple off. Still double dipping at that business lunch. Eating out my brother isn't big enough, but true say, I'm still waiting on my doomsday. If you change, daydreaming on some moon age. Or stardust like a new day. Still can't trust what the news says. All these fools say. True say, I'm still waiting on my doomsday. If you change, daydreaming on some moon age. Or stardust like a new day. Can't trust what the news says. Thank you very much, one more time for the Rees. Okay, we're at the end of the night. That's good for me, guys. We have one final performer left this evening. She is a sensational songwriter with stunning vocals, known for performing acoustic soul all around Yorkshire. Inspired by the great ladies of soul and jazz, she's now working on some brand new music with producer you'd never guess, Jill Smith. Here to deliver the final performance of the evening, please get a massive round of applause going for Isi Dee.
To be included in this event. Everyone's been shouting him out, but I don't think he can be shouted out enough. Lence is incredible. He's just pushed and pushed and pushed. I've known him for over a decade now. I met him when I was 16 at an open mic night. And he is always creating opportunities and sharing those opportunities with the people in his life. And I am so grateful for that. So thank you so much.
son of the night. I've been trying not to talk too much because usually I waffle to procrastinate. The last son of the night. This is a brand new song, and you're the first people to hear it. I really hope I don't screw it up, and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Please go join yourself and Izzy on stage. Keep that applause going. few thank yous to say to Rachel, Sam, Tom, and everyone at the Howard Assembly Room for being a part of this incredible opening to Leeds Jazz Festival. So, big up for them. Thank you to Claire from Launchpad. Thank you to Kieran at the Leeds Jazz Festival. Thank you to every single one of these amazing performers. Our house band, Jamettone. The amazing audio-visual tech team that we have working this evening, and all the photographers as well, and our host and the creator of Blur the Lines, Lence.
Thank you so much, everyone that's come here. I just want to say thank you to the audience for being here, supporting grassroots creativity in Leeds, because we did it tonight, and it was special. I want to say, wow, they look amazing on this lineup, like right here. Thank you so much to all the performers, to the tech team, everybody that's been working on this really hard. I want to say one more massive thank you to Jamettone.
Possible, Leeds Jazz Festival, all the people involved. I'll keep it brief, I'll keep it like this. This has been Blur the Lines featuring Jamettone for the opening night of Leeds Jazz Festival 2025, right here in Howard Assembly Room. Big shouts to all the artists. One more time, let's hear it for everybody.